Please remain standing. We will now have the presentation of the colors and the national anthem. Colors will be presented by the Joint Service Color Guard of the University of Memphis' United States Army, Naval, and Air Force Reserve Officers Training Corps. The national anthem will be sung by Matthew Jacob Queen. Matthew received the Master of Music degree earlier today. Thank you, Matthew, for that wonderful rendition. Good evening. Please be seated. I am Karen Weddle West, University Provost. I want to welcome you to the spring convocation of the 103rd commencement of the university. We are extremely proud of our graduating class. This May, we will award a total of 2,339 degrees from the 12 schools and colleges that comprise the university. During this ceremony, we will recognize 5 of our schools and 3 of our colleges. This brings the number of degrees awarded since 1912 to 165,621. At this time, I would like to introduce some special members of the platform party who will be participating in today's ceremony. Please stand as you're introduced. Ms. Melanie Murray, University Counsel. Mr. Bobby Prince, Associate Vice President for Development. Dr. Andrew Myers, Interim Vice President for Research and Executive Director of the University of Memphis Research Foundation. Mr. David Zadagren, Vice President, Business and Finance. Ms. Ellen Watson, Chief Information Officer of the University and Vice Provost for Information Technology. Dr. Rosie Phillips Bingham, Vice President for Student Affairs. Dr. Wade Jackson, President of the Faculty Senate. Dr. William Akey, Assistant Dean, University College. Dr. Richard Ranta, Dean, College of Communication and Fine Arts. Dr. Roger Cruz, Associate Dean, College of Arts and Sciences. Dr. Silverna Ford, Dean, University Libraries. Ms. Tammy Hedges, Interim Vice President for External Relations. It is my pleasure now to introduce Mr. Ricky Kirby, President of the Student Government Association. Ricky is a senior majoring in finance. Ricky?
First off, let me say Happy Mother's Day. Mothers, would you please stand so we could recognize you? Thank you for all that you do for us and for being with us today. As many of you know, the University of Memphis adopted a new motto this past academic year. That motto is driven by doing. And so I want to take just a minute to talk about the class that helped mold that motto. Universities are defined by their students, and there's a reason why Memphis is able to boast the great accomplishments that it's able to. It's because of students like Hallie Norman, who make our university the second largest feeder institution to the state's Health Science Center. It's people like Leighton Beecham, Sarah Rowland, and Haley Baker, who have done so much for our fraternity and sorority community on campus that their national organizations have hired them. It's people like Paige Phelan and Evan Kelly, and many of you who are continuing your education in one of our graduate programs that make our graduate school the largest and most prestigious in the Mid-South. It's people like Tevin McInnes, who have such a bright vision for their future that they don't want to wait until they graduate to become an entrepreneur, so they start today. It's students like Rachel King, Molly Griffin, and Eudarius Jones, who have chosen a life of service and to cultivate the minds of future generations of Memphians. It's students like Elizabeth Duncan, who have worked tirelessly to ensure that our honors program remains the largest and most active in the state of Tennessee. And it's people like Stephanie White and Matt Hammond, who have blossomed student life on our Lambeth campus in Jackson, Tennessee. And as you know, I could go on with this list for days about every single one of you, but it's students like you who have laid the foundation so that so many others that come after you will be afforded opportunities they never thought were possible. So today, I want to say to you, finish what you've started. Continue to innovate, continue to dream, continue to think, but most importantly, continue to be driven by doing, because doing is really all that matters in the end. Graduates, thank you so much for all that you've done for our university. Thank you for all you've done for our city and for our state. You have left the university in a much better place than you found it. And now I want to leave you with a quote from my dear, dear friend, Notorious B.I.G. The sky is the limit, and you know that you can have what you want. So be exactly what you want. Congratulations, graduates. Continue to do great things. And remember that you are always a Memphis Tiger. Memphis Tigers never give up and always give back. Congratulations.
Thank you, Ricky, for those encouraging words. It's also my distinct pleasure to introduce our 12th president of the University of Memphis, Dr. M. David Rutt.
Today is a special day not only for our wonderful graduates, but also for their family and friends. Today we are conferring nearly 2,400 degrees, and we are doing it on Mother's Day, a fitting tribute to the moms, stepmothers, mothers-in-law, godmothers, grandmothers, and all the rest that are graduates and that have supported our graduates over the years. Congratulations to our graduates and happy Mother's Day. Let me add my welcome to you for the spring convocation of the 103rd commencement of the University of Memphis. Today is an exciting day for those of us at the university. We have had the opportunity to work with you as students, to get to know you as individuals, to become aware of your talents and dreams. We have watched you learn, we have watched you grow, and now we have the opportunity to see you move to a new phase in your lives. It is a thrill for us to be involved in your education and in your lives. And now it is my pleasure and my privilege to introduce to you our commencement speaker for the day. We have a great speaker for you in Gary Schorb. Since 2001, Gary Schorb has served as president and CEO of Methodist Le Bonheur Healthcare. Gary joined Methodist in 1990 as executive vice president. Before his tenure with Methodist, he served as president of the Regional 1 Medical Center in Memphis for 4 years. His community service is extensive, serving on the boards of Memphis Tomorrow, the National Civil Rights Museum, the Memphis BioWorks Foundation, and the University of Memphis Board of Visitors. Past chairman of the Overton Park Conservancy and current chairman of the Tennessee Business Roundtable. He also serves on the board of the publicly traded Mid-America Apartment Communities. In November of 2004, he received the Corporate Leadership Award for Volunteer Memphis Corporate Volunteer Council, and in 2005, he received the Alexis de Tocqueville Leadership Award from the United Way of the Mid-South. In 2000, he received both the Leadership Memphis Kate Gooch Award for Community Service and the Memphis Business Journal's Healthcare Heroes Award for Administrative Excellence. In the 1980s and 1990s, a number of honors were bestowed on Gary, including United Methodist Administrator of the Year, Modern Healthcare Up-and-Comers Award, Outstanding Young Alumni from the University of Memphis, L.M. Graves Memorial Health Award, Mid-South Minority Business Council CEO of the Year in 2010, and the Open Door Award in 2012. As a current board member and the former chairman of Memphis Tomorrow, Mr. Schorb is the current chairman for an initiative called Memphis Fast Forward, advocating the common sense premise that economic growth and prosperity of life will follow once Memphis-Shelby County successfully addresses the basics: good jobs, quality education, safe streets, and efficient government. He received his Bachelor of Science degree in Civil Engineering from Clemson University and a Master of Business Administration from Memphis State University. Gary is married and has 2 grown children and 2 grandchildren. It is a distinct pleasure to have Gary with us today. I think you can tell from his background and brief bio, he has had an incredible impact on the community in which we all live. Join me in welcoming Gary Schorb.
Well, thank you, Dr. Rudd, faculty, family, friends, and graduating class of 2015. You're a sight to behold, almost filling up the FedEx Forum. It's an honor to be here and a privilege to be addressing you today. It's especially meaningful as an alumni of this wonderful university and someone who knows exactly what it feels like to be sitting right where you are as graduates or about to be graduates. With that in mind, I am going to be brief and give you 2 pieces of advice, but not before saying that some of you have chosen healthcare as your career. Congratulations. For those of you, yes, applaud yourselves. For those of you who haven't, I suggest you keep healthcare in mind. I tell students and young executives all the time, I wish I was 30 years younger. Well, I wish I was 30 years younger for a lot of reasons, but one of them is healthcare. We are undergoing tremendous change, and with tremendous change comes tremendous opportunity. I'm convinced that the majority of this change is going to result in better healthcare, better health status for our communities, and better care for patients overall. There will be challenges, there's no doubt about that, and it's going to be difficult. But there's also going to be the opportunity for high rewards and wonderful career options. So keep healthcare in mind. The New York Times reported 2 weeks ago the results of 2 recent studies that state as college graduates, your unemployment risk is less than 2%. Now, I know some of you may doubt that right now, but you've got great opportunity with your degree. The pay gap between college graduates and everyone else is at an all-time high. So these are not menial jobs we're talking about. You're also healthier, happier, more likely to remain married, more likely to be engaged parents, and more likely to be engaged citizens. With all those likelihoods going for you, I first advise you to follow your passion. It is about doing, as was said, but be sure you're doing something that you truly love. Don't try to lead someone else's life or do something you do not feel in your heart. When I was about 30 years old, I took a job with the largest corporation in America. It had great pay, wonderful perks, and what appeared to be a tremendous opportunity. After about 3 months, I came to the realization that I was bored, and as I looked 1, 2, even 3 levels up in the organization, I had little or no interest in those jobs. I was pretty miserable and felt I needed to stick it out. I was fearful of moving. Fortunately, my wife, best friend, and closest advisor for almost 45 years now, saw an ad in the Commercial Appeal and strongly encouraged me to apply. It was a job with the then City of Memphis Hospital, now Regional 1, which had been in the news only a year before as being almost bankrupt. I interviewed and found it to be a perfect fit, a place with a mission I could relate to and motivated to fulfill. I left the stability of a huge, financially secure organization, took a pay cut, cut in benefits, took a risk, and it was the best move of my life. I was afraid of uncertainty, but my inner voice and intuition told me it was the right move. With a degree from the business school at the U of M, I eventually became CEO of that organization. So follow your passion, and careers are not formulaic. They do not always follow logical progression. I'm an engineer, a licensed engineer running a health system. Go figure. You never know where your passion will take you. Just follow it. Second, the research I referred to earlier said all of you are likely to be good citizens. I ask you today to do that very consciously. Get involved in your communities. Volunteer, give back, mentor. We have many challenges as a nation, a state, and a city that can only be solved through collective impact. And collective impact only happens with the individual involvement of all citizens. A very important part of that engagement is voting and being a part of the political process. And I know it's very easy to be cynical about politics and politicians. They do give us so much material to work with. But the fact is, the decisions they make on a national, state, or local level have huge implications for all of us. These actions impact our safety, the quality of roads and transportation, education, the amount of money schools like our own university get, as well as important social justice issues like health insurance for all citizens. So I was in Nashville recently advocating for the passage of Insure Tennessee, a bill that would have expanded health care coverage to 250,000 or more Tennesseans. One legislative representative that I was talking to said that he would support the bill. It made a lot of sense. He knew it was good for citizens of Tennessee. But he said, and I quote, "You need to understand my reality. I have 50,000 voters in my district, 12,000 of them vote, and 6,000 hate Obamacare, and they will come after me if I vote against it, and I've got to go with those 6,000. So the 6,000 represent the other 44,000 due primarily to poor voter turnout. On average, locally, we get 30 to 40% voter turnout when it needs to be more like 75. Get involved. It's too important to our future not to, and it really is what democracy is all about. I want to close with a quote. I worked with a consultant for many years. He was a great guy, did a lot of work for Holiday Inns and other big corporations. And he always quoted the famous lawyer and political leader, William Jennings Bryan, who said, "Destiny is not a matter of chance. It is a matter of choice. It's not a thing to be waited for. It is a thing to be achieved." So follow your passion as you determine your career destiny, and use your skills to help shape the destiny of your community, wherever you reside. The result will be a more fulfilling and enjoyable life. Let me say, too, Happy Mother's Day to all of you mothers, and I know that for all of you mothers who have graduates out in the audience, this will be a Mother's Day you will never forget. And graduates, congratulations, best of luck, and God bless all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Shorb, for your timely, insightful, and meaningful comments. I'm pleased now to award the honorary degree. The Tennessee Board of Regents has authorized the awarding of honorary degrees on a selective basis. The purpose is threefold: to honor persons whose careers reflect sustained, exceptional achievement in some field of scholarship, public service, or other fields of expertise; to advance the educational mission, goals, and programs of the university; to inspire others in the community to emulate such standards of excellence, integrity, and commitment to enhance the public good. A selection committee was established on campus, and the 2015 candidate for the honorary degree of Doctor of Letters has been recommended and approved by the President and by the Tennessee Board of Regents. Our friend and today's commencement speaker, Mr. Gary S. Shorb.
Gary, I'm going to ask you to join me here so we can award the honorary doctorate to the soon-to-be Dr. Gary Shorb. But let me again say thank you and congratulations, not only for reminding us of the importance of a commitment and service to our communities, but for being a remarkable example for all of us. Thank you.
Congratulations, Dr. Shorb, and thank you so much for all that you've done to contribute to the university and to the larger community. We will now recognize each of the graduates. Their names will be read by Mr. Jacob Allen, Assistant Professor, Musical Theater, and Ms. Tammy Jones, Instructor, English. At this time, I ask our guests to join us in acknowledging the accomplishments of our graduates. We draw your attention to the overhead screen that will allow you to have a close-up view of each candidate with President Rudd. The candidates for the doctoral degrees will be presented by Dr. Jasper Dollywall, Chief Innovation Officer of the university, Interim Dean of the Graduate School, and Vice Provost for Academic Affairs.
President Rudd, I present the candidates for the doctoral degrees. Will the doctoral candidates please rise and remain standing? President Rudd, on behalf of the graduate faculty of the university, I recommend that the appropriate degrees be conferred.
Ladies and gentlemen of the graduating class, upon certification by the graduate school that you have fulfilled all of the requirements for graduation and by the authority vested in me by the Tennessee Board of Regents, I confer upon each of you the doctoral degree that you have earned and admit to you all rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereunto. You will receive the appropriate degree.
Danielle Breitbart is receiving the Doctor of Audiology through the School of Communication Sciences and Disorders. Dr. David Wark Hooding, Dr. Maurice Mendel, Dean. Colleen E. Campbell is receiving the Doctor of Audiology through the School of Communication Sciences and Disorders. Dr. David Wark Hooding, Dr. Maurice Mendel, Dean. Melanie C. Carter is receiving the Doctor of Audiology through the School of Communication Sciences and Disorders. Dr. David Wark Hooding, Dr. Maurice Mendel, Dean. Megan C. Howell is receiving the Doctor of Audiology through the School of Communication Sciences and Disorders. Dr. David Wark Hooding, Dr. Maurice Mendel, Dean. Laura Hall Patterson is receiving the Doctor of Audiology through the School of Communication Sciences and Disorders. Dr. David Wark Hooding, Dr. Maurice Mendel, Dean. Rebecca Marie Sawyer is receiving the Doctor of Audiology through the School of Communication Sciences and Disorders. Dr. David Wark Hooding, Dr. Maurice Mendel, Dean. Lisa Marie Schultz is receiving the Doctor of Audiology through the School of Communication Sciences and Disorders. Dr. David Wark Hooding, Dr. Maurice Mendel, Dean. Sarah Sappington Story is receiving the Doctor of Audiology through the School of Communication Sciences and Disorders. Dr. David Wark Hooding, Dr. Maurice Mendel, Dean. Hannah E. Widner is receiving the Doctor of Audiology through the School of Communication Sciences and Disorders. Dr. David Wark Hooding, Dr. Maurice Mendel, Dean. Cynthia Alexander Mitchell is receiving the Doctor of Education through the Department of Instruction and Curriculum Leadership. Dr. Beverly Cross, Major Professor. Dr. Ernest Rako, Interim Dean. Crystal Dawn Cook is receiving the Doctor of Education through the Department of Instruction and Curriculum Leadership. Dr. Beverly E. Cross, Major Professor. Dr. J. Helen Perkins, assisting in the Hooding. Dr. Ernest Rako, Interim Dean. Tanya Dolores Cooper is receiving the Doctor of Education through the Department of Leadership. Dr. Reginald Leon Green, Major Professor. Dr. Ernest Rako, Interim Dean. Fatima K. Ferguson is receiving the Doctor of Education through the Department of Instruction and Curriculum Leadership. Dr. Dwayne M. Gianangelo, Major Professor. Dr. Ernest Rako, Interim Dean. Jeffrey Lee Shepard is receiving the Doctor of Education through the Department of Leadership. Dr. Larry McNeil, Major Professor. Dr. Ernest Rako, Interim Dean. Stephanie Michelle Turnbow is receiving the Doctor of Education through the Department of Leadership. Dr. Larry McNeil, Major Professor. Dr. Ernest Rako, Interim Dean. Grace W. Kaib is receiving the Doctor of Philosophy through the Department of Counseling, Educational, Psychology and Research. Dr. Vivian Gunn Morris, Major Professor. Dr. Larry McNeil, assisting in the Hooding. Dr. Ernest Rako, Interim Dean. Mary Claire Williams is receiving the Doctor of Education through the Department of Counseling, Educational Psychology and Research. Dr. Stephen A. Zenskis, Major Professor. Dr. Ernest Rako, Interim Dean. Constance Rochelle Tucker is receiving the Doctor of Philosophy through the Department of Counseling, Educational Psychology and Research. Dr. Christian Mueller, Major Professor, and Dr. Denise Windsor, assisting in the Hooding. Dr. Ernest Rako, Interim Dean. Alman Datta is receiving the Doctor of Philosophy through the Department of Economics. Dr. David N. Keme, Major Professor. Dr. Rajiv Grover, Dean. Alexa K. Sullivan Fox is receiving the Doctor of Philosophy through the Department of Marketing and Supply Chain Management. Dr. George Deitz and Dr. Marla Royne Stafford, co-major professors. Dr. Deitz-Hudding, Dr. Rajiv Grover, Dean. Kulraj Singh is receiving the Doctor of Philosophy through the Department of Management. Dr. Peter Wright, major professor. Dr. Charles Pierce, assisting in the Hudding. Dr. Rajiv Grover, Dean.
Congratulations, doctoral students, and now candidates and graduates. At this time, President Rudd will confer the graduate degrees. The deans will introduce the candidates. Dr. Maurice Mendel, Dean, School of Communication Sciences and Disorders, will introduce the school's candidates, followed by Dr. James Gurney, Associate Dean, who will introduce the candidates for the School of Public Health. Dr. Mendel?
Candidates for the Master of Arts degree in the School of Communication Sciences and Disorders, please stand. President Rudd, on behalf of the faculty of the school, I recommend that the appropriate degree be conferred. Please remain standing.
Candidates for the Master of Public Health and the Master of Health Administration, please stand and remain standing. President Rudd, on behalf of the faculty of the school, I recommend that the appropriate degrees be conferred.
School of Communication Sciences and Disorders and School of Public Health Master's candidates, upon certification by the graduate school that you have fulfilled all of the requirements for graduation, and by the authority vested in me by the Tennessee Board of Regents, I confer upon each of you the Master or Specialist degree that you have earned and admit to you all rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereunto. You will receive the appropriate diploma. Please be seated.
At this time, President Rudd will confer the remaining graduate degrees. Dr. Jasper Dollywall, Chief Innovation Officer, Interim Dean of the Graduate School and Vice Provost for Academic Affairs, will introduce the school's candidates.
Will all the candidates for the remaining specialist and master's degrees please rise and remain standing? President Rudd, on behalf of the graduate faculty of the university, I recommend that the appropriate degrees be conferred.
Ladies and gentlemen of the graduating class, upon certification by the graduate school that you have fulfilled all of the requirements for graduation, and with the authority vested in me by the Tennessee Board of Regents, I confer upon each of you the degree that you have earned and admit to you all rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereunto. You will receive the appropriate diploma. Please be seated.
President Rudd, the deans of the colleges and schools of the candidates for the baccalaureate degree will present the undergraduate candidates as printed in the program. As your college or school is introduced, please rise and remain standing for the conferral of the baccalaureate degree. Dr. Richard Schweigert, Dean, Herff College of Engineering.
Will all candidates for the baccalaureate degrees from the Herff College of Engineering please rise? President Rudd, on behalf of the faculty of the college, I recommend that the appropriate degrees be conferred. You may be seated.
Dr. Ernest Rako, Interim Dean, College of Education, Health and Human Sciences.
Will all the candidates for the baccalaureate degrees from the College of Education, Health and Human Sciences please rise? President Rudd, on behalf of the Dean and the faculty of the college, I recommend the appropriate degree be conferred. You may be seated.
Dr. Lynn Zahn, Dean, Loewenberg School of Nursing.
All the candidates of the baccalaureate degree from the Loewenberg School of Nursing, you are really right. President Rudd, on behalf of the faculty of this school, I recommend appropriate degree be conferred. You may be seated.
Dr. Robert Dash, Paula Kurthy, Director of the Kemmons Wilson School of Hospitality and Resort Management.
Will all the candidates for the baccalaureate degree from the Kemmons Wilson School of Hospitality and Resort Management please rise? President Rudd, on behalf of the faculty of the school, I recommend that the appropriate degree be conferred. Please sit down. Thank you.
Dr. Rajiv Grover, Dean of the Fogelman College of Business and Economics.
Will all the candidates for the baccalaureate degree from the Fogelman College of Business and Economics please rise? President Rudd, on behalf of the faculty of the college, I recommend that the appropriate degree be conferred. You may be seated.
Okay, will all of the candidates for the baccalaureate degree please rise? All of the candidates. All of the candidates. It sounds like you have a few family members that are excited about your graduation. Ladies and gentlemen of the graduating class of the undergraduate schools and colleges of the University of Memphis, with approval of the undergraduate faculties of the university and upon certification by the dean of your college that you have fulfilled all of the requirements for graduation, and with the authority vested in me by the Tennessee Board of Regents, I confer upon each of you the degree that you have earned and admit to you all rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereunto. You will receive the appropriate diploma. At this time, it is customary that you move your tassel from the right to the left Congratulations. Please be seated.
It is important at this wonderful occasion to recognize outstanding undergraduate students who have earned all A's while matriculating to degree completion. Some of these students are here today. Would you stand? Please join me in congratulating these highest achievements. All A's, what an amazing feat. Graduates who have distinguished themselves in their academic work by graduating with honors are listed in the program and can be identified by their honor cords. As I identify each honors group, please stand. Gold. Gold signifies summa cum laude. Will you please stand? Thank you. Please be seated. Red. Red signifies magna cum laude. Would you please stand? Thank you. Please be seated. White. White signifies cum laude. Would you please stand? Thank you. Please be seated. Phi Kappa Phi is the University of Memphis's highest all-discipline academic honor society. It represents the top 5% of each college or school on campus. Would all members of Phi Kappa Phi, including the faculty and administration, please rise and be recognized. Thank you. Please be seated. We are pleased to have with us today Mr. Kim Barnett. Mr. Barnett is an association life member and vice president of membership for the National Alumni Association and serves on the board of the directors. He received both his bachelor's and executive MBA from the University of Memphis. Mr. Barnett.
Thank you. Good afternoon, class of 2015. On behalf of more than 128,000 alumni of our great university, congratulations on your graduation today. And also to those future alumni members of FAM, we are in the process of downloading your status upgrade right now. You'll get that on the way home. Today marks the beginning of an exciting chapter in your journey. You are now part of the True Blue family, True Blue Tiger family, a prestigious community that stretches across the nation and around the globe. You now join the ranks of Fred Thompson, actor and former United States Senator, Bernice Donald, United States Judge for the Federal District Court, Anthony Hardaway, former NBA player and current Memphis philanthropist, Trey Hargett, who is our Tennessee Secretary of State, and Dana Gavion, who is the executive producer of the hit TV show, America's Next Top Model. As a congratulatory gift, the National Alumni Association is pleased to present each of you with a complimentary first-year associate membership to the Alumni Association. Just as every great city deserves a great university, every great university has a great alumni association. You are our future and our family, and graduates, you must be driven by doing. Again, you must be driven by doing, but I also ask you to do this for me. Speak well of your university. Speak well of your university. And always remember, wherever you are, you're a tiger. You are our future, and you are True Blue. Thank you.
Thank you, Kim. Each college will now proceed to the stage. The graduate students precede the undergraduate students by college or school.
These are the graduates who have earned a degree in the School of Communication Sciences and Disorders, Dr. Maurice I. Mendel, Dean. The following candidates have earned the Master of Arts degree: Leah Alexandra Adams, Sarah Rebecca Adams, Jody Bailey, Kelly Marie Bettel, Ellen Rose Bursai, Danielle Howard, Erin Michelle Kelly, Liana Claire Kranick, Beverly Locker, Kristen Marchetti, Jacqueline Matthias, Lindsay Elise Moffett, Miyoko Fuji Petroselli, Courtney Rice, Rachel Cochran Shelton, Neely C. Slattery. These are the graduates who have earned a degree in the School of Public Health, Dr. Lisa Kledges, Dean. The following candidates have earned the Master of Health Administration: Taylor Dobson Bell, Tiffany Marie Champagne, Kristen Brittany Cool, Jacques Demarche, Robert Louis Gatewood Jr., Farah Heitch, Jeremy Lane Jarrett, Simone Antoinette Lampkin, Khadija Bolajoko Momo, Courtney Alexandria South, Andrew Marshall Timms, Andrea Katerina Tudor. The following candidates have earned the Master of Public Health: Cynthia Cook Bloom, Samantha Soul Bounds, Michelle Marie Clayton, Samreen Fatima, Bianca Michelle Jackson, Brandy Brooks Kachuri, Nada Kordab, Asos Kadir Mahmood, Balil Mohammed Kurashi, Subhashini Rajagopalan, Patty Ann Patterson Smith, Fayanta Suwane, These are the graduates who have earned a degree in the Herff College of Engineering, Dr. Richard Swigard, Dean. Dexter Powell, Student Marshal, Herff College of Engineering. Dexter is receiving the Bachelor of Science in Biomedical Engineering degree. The following candidates have earned the Master of Science degree. Sami D. Al-Najjar, Clayton Brock Ayers, Krishna Kiran Chulukuri, Kelly Gravlin, Mutika Jamula, Ankita Mahapatra, the following graduates are in biomedical engineering. Elizabeth Collier Duncan. Thank you, Elizabeth. William King III. Leighton Forrest Reed. Tyler Rist. Carlos Montez Wells. Thomas Hyatt Fernley. Ron Perrone. Parthamin. Kylie Davis. Gabrielle Anyelbur Akbar. Ahmad Nawaz Dodi. Milad Hedari. Tiffany Lagarda. Michael Martorano. Robert Baker McKee. Christopher D. Schwartz. Marcellus DeWitt Whitaker. The following candidates have earned the Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering degree. Tyrell Jonathan Anthony Ford. Samuel Ware Jordan. Melissa DeFilippo. Timothy William Jones. Jeremy Elliott Rice. Stephen Douglas Williams. The following candidates have earned the Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering degree and the Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering degree. Matthew James McGuire. Joseph Weeks Saliba. The following candidates have earned the Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering degree. Kenny J. Park, Jr. Hudson Herndon. Zachary Tate. Elias McKennett Burke. Nathan Boyer Cohen. Kendrick D. Crawford. Hildred Conte James. Vernon Lee Johnson Jr. Matthew Pfeiffer. The following candidates have earned the Bachelor of Science in Engineering Technology degree. Kung Hui Nguyen. Anthony Freeman. Matthew Wells Bodine. Jonathan DeWitt Kraft. Wesley T. Harris. Kelvin Mallett. Dolapo Oladimeji Oni. Dustin Matthew Rice. Joshua Russin. Parshi Sharkey. Nathan T. Smith. Birch Lee Walker. The following candidates have earned the Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering degree. Warren Richard McCoy III. Austin Martin Carter. Charles C. McDaniel. Douglas Jose Uzcategui Vera. Drew Lancaster Ostel. John William Fountain. Ethan Cole Gray. Ryan Henderson. Slower. Nicholas Lee Hiller. Kenneth A. James. Matthew Lewis Webster.
These are the graduates who have earned a degree in the College of Education, Health, and Human Sciences. Dr. Ernest Rako, Interim Dean. Katie Marie Honeycutt, Student Marshal, College of Education, Health, and Human Sciences. Katie is receiving the Bachelor of Science in Education degree. The following candidates have earned the Education Specialist degree. LeJared A. Baker. Teresa Shemitra Hall. Richard Lee Harris. Caitlin V. Hudson. Larissa Annette Jackson. Daniel W. Jerden. Ruthie Bledsoe Montgomery. Tanya Renee Stinson. Kamisha Washelle Williams. Jason Christopher Winkler. The following candidates have earned the Master of Arts in Teaching degree. Donna C. Allen. Andrea Charnice Bird. Amy Escrow Caldwell. Deshana Lachey Catty. Joshua Cools. Willard Lynn Doles Jr. Claire Therese Dufresne. Tia Ellis. Erica Gilmer Hudson. Justin Shee Ingram. Elizabeth Jennings Jarvis. Lauren Sanders Johns. Demetrius Edmund Leach. Bonnie Lee Mahar. Joel Keith Mainers. Bridget Mary McAdam. Nema Mod Mubarak. Jennifer Ray Schofer. The following candidates have earned the Master of Science degree. Jada Renee Askew. Stacy Raina Ayers Anthony. Aubrey Lenoy Canardi Jr. Kirsten Nicole Cannon. Jaina Lori Carlisle. Begonia Chapate Ramos. Shumur Lynn Chapul. Christopher Leon Collins. Charmaine Lene Connor. Emily Davis. Molly Sutton DeFay. Catherine Hawkins Doser. Meredith Franklin. Dustin Fulton. Maylin Germany. Charles P. Hannaford III. Crystal Nicole Hudson. Lawrence P. James. Amy L. Johnson. India E. Joyner. Elizabeth Ann Ladd Kale. Juanque Alve Lockett. Monica Valencia Mason. Jessica Jane Massey. Caitlin Margaret McClung. Tiffany Nichelle McCollins. Larry McDaniel. Daniel A. Melcher. Stephanie Maycash. Tony Miller Jr. Cameron Moss. Samantha Renee Passman. Tama Delana Pence. Ivory Chanel Pillow. Krista Laura Pingsterhouse. Kimberly Dawn Pruitt. Shondalyn Danielle Sanders. Tiffany Rose Seaman. Taurus Renard C. Jr. Denisha Rochelle Simonton. Elizabeth Karkuff Simpson. Ishan Sun. Sarah Elizabeth Ward. Laura M. Wolfe. Michael C. Woods. The following candidates have earned the Bachelor of Science in Education degree. Laura Elizabeth Berkeley. Lucy Ann Blunt. Erica Brower. Kristen Amanda Carey, Hallie Cody, Carly Emmanuel Cosmini, Kendrick L. Cottrell, Chatoria Dotson, Katie Ann Forsyth, Mary Andre Funes, Carly Harrison, Hadley Phelan Hivner, Dana Ibrahim, Emily Elizabeth Jones, Courtney Nicole Kruger, Daniel James Kuhlman, Lauren Elizabeth Lewis, Holly Ann Matisse, Keely Angela Moreo, Christina Phillips, Ross Eric Smith, Samantha K. Watson, Mary Elizabeth Patrick Williams, Patrick Wills, Lauren Ashley Wright, Leah M. Allen, Lauren Christine Anderson, Jessica Ashburn, Caitlin Atkins, Stephanie Maria Bailey, Emily E. Beatty, Rebecca Ellen Benton, Amber Lee Bogan, Maisha Fabre Bolden, Carmela Denise Bratcher, Aaron Pierce Broyles, Matthew Carpenter, Hannah Capacey, Sarah Cooney, Taylor Copping, Cheryl Joyce Davis, Casey Marie Dixon, Molly Elizabeth Dixon, Mallory Dunn, Nicholas James Easley, Kenneth Jarnes Ellenberg, Valerie Ellison, Caitlin Ashley Emerson, Brittany Ellen Field, Elizabeth Finley, Haley Nicole Fink, Maven Ford, Leslie Garrison, Kristen Mackenzie Gray, Amberly K. Green, Molly K. Griffin, Chelsea Harris, Ethan Patrick Healy, Rachel Ann Hendricks, Ashley Marie Hober, Brianna J. Hawley, Jared Lynn Holloway, Joshua Scott Ingram, Alicia Lynn Jordan, Silvana Khan, Rachel Lauren King, Alexis Dominique Lipford, Kelsey Luffel, Joshua Taylor Macrino, Casey McAlpin, Blair McDaniel, Jessica McKinley Messick, Jesse McKinley Messick, Kevin Martell Morris, Rhonda A. Newman, Deborah L. Ortlib, Devin Nicole Quigley, Rebecca M. Kurt, Ashley M. Ramos, Nicole Alexandra Reed, Zachary Maurice Reed, Kristen Beth Rice, Melissa Diane Rogers, C. Shin, Micah Ellis Simmons. Bronte Desiree Smith. Emily Smith. Kyle Marquise Taylor. Carol Lee Thomas. Hannah Joy Thompson. Laura Tippett. Bridget Leah Turner. Brandis Tyus. Irma Vasquez. Annie Grace Wade. Robert Wayne White III. Margaret Elizabeth Wilson. Amanda Joy Yates. Mina Yee. Lacey Page Acuff. Lexi Virginia Adams. Hannah Marie Catherine Arts. Ethan Cole Baldock. Tyra Berryhill. Carissa Nicole Boring. Brady Boyd. Megan Melissa Bridges. Alexandra P. Craig. Crystal Gonzalez. Georgiana M. Goodwin. Lauren Jane Halford. Kiera Harris. Adrian Lee Henderson. Michael Heath Hoffman. Jessica Ray Holder. Jasmine Ingram. Marcy Nicole Kaufman. Ashley Keys. Darrell Andre Lewis. Elizabeth Ann Longo. Angela Michelle Lucius. Jessica Mabe. Candace Manis. Ciara Marshall Manning. Allison Michelle Massey. Alyssa Dawn McCommon. Natasha Puenta McDonald. Allison Lee McGuire. Angela Renee Messer. Julia Catherine Moser. Kirby Lane Munn. Kirsten Marie Newton. Barrett Satish Patel. Keel Stewart Riley. Caitlin N. Rose. Andrea Michelle Sanders. Karen B. Smith. Shelby Smith. Lena Danielle Suit. Shelby Austin Swindle. April Talley. Curtis B. Watson, Jr. Mallory White. Bradley Romaine Abram. Maisha Trinice Adams. Lindsay Elizabeth Allison. Shabilia Sunday Armstrong. Kanasia Monique Bailey. Sarah Elizabeth Baskett. Hannah Elizabeth Bowman. Jessica Ruth Bell. Ali Bagat. Nicholas Allen Blackwell. Tina Ray Bohm. Edra L. Boyd. Michelle Rossi Boykin. Brittany Louise Caggle. Danny O'Leary Cannon, Jr. Victoria Nicole Canterbury. Courtney Lynn Maddox Cantu. Jonathan Darius Carpenter. Michael Sedarius Cato. Darian DeFonta Cohen. Zachary Allen Coleman. Sharmila Renee Crawford. Brandon Aaron DeGraw. Cordarius Dixon. Erella Tanisha Dodson. Rachel S. Doling. Nabrittany Douglas, Sarah Hannah Duffy, Nicole Danielle Ferrer, Alicia Marie Chisholm, Daly Marie Foncree, Jocelyn Nicole Ford, Nathan Forsyth, Holly Catherine France, Michael Evan Gerard, Chelsea Galt, Randy Celeste Gay, Kenya Mene Ganner, Megan Elise Golden, James Green, Jr., Antonio Oliver Gregory, Jr., Joshua Portis Gwine, Devin Morgan Hale, Dantone Terrell Hankins, Brittany Amber Hanyon, Randa Joanne Harden, Danielle Harris, Maggie Lee Hart, Catherine Malik Heron, Lauren Hopper, Andrew Kyle Jackson, Dominique Lachey Jenkins, Samantha Monique Lake Thomas, Jessica Brooke Lewis, Latre Shantae Lewis, Courtney Hope Litchford, Katari Lopez, Jamaica Macklin, Isaac Martinez, LaShondra Denise Mason, Carrie Montague Matthews, Landon McAllister, Bobby Marcellus McCain, Melissa J. McGee, Ryan Meadows, Marnie Marie Melton, Dondria M. Moore, China Nance, Brittany Tara Norris, Lindsay Page Norwood, Afaf G. Obid, Danielle Olison, Holly Owen, Lloyd B. Patterson, Jr., Kayla Nicole Powell, Angela Michelle Rayner, Shelby L. Reed, Denise L. Robinson, Nicole Sierra Robinson, Emily J. Rogers, Catherine Carol Rogers, Denisha Rooks, Mariah and Treese Scott, Tiffany Amber Sedinger, Danny O'Shea Shields, Chelsea Elizabeth Simmons, Deandra Simmons, James T. Sims III, Denise Somerville, Marquita Shenwell Safford, Ethan Thomas Stamper, Emily Nicole Stevens, Jennifer M. Stokes, Jennifer Danielle Stroud, Alexandria Claire Tatum, Flamisha Danae Taylor, Caitlin Janae Taylor, Janice Chantel Taylor Fairley, Candice M. Tierman, Drayton Kyle Terry, Samantha Elliott Traylor, Chantel Troutman, Terrence Lamont Turnage Sr., Elizabeth D. Turner, Grace Ufot, Jordan Warr, Evelyn Christina Wells, Shanitha F. Wells, Frederick C. Weston, Lauren Danielle Wilbanks, Kenneth Eugene Williams. Paige M. Williams. Matthew Duncan Wingett. Bethany Jo Woods. Sophia Lynn Woods. Raymond Lee Wren. Joshua Michael Wright. Dominique A. Yelvington. Rebecca Zeip. Hazel T. Beard. These are the graduates who have earned a degree in the Loewenberg School of Nursing. Dr. Lynn Jean Dean. The following candidates have earned the Master of Science in Nursing degree. Cherie Ann Blair. Roslyn Ann Hicks. Ruth Lilton Jackson. Carolyn Von Jensen. Christina Marie Malone. Natalie Amour Nero. Sophia Marie Noble. Andrea Latrice Richmond. Ryan Edward Stevens. The following candidates have earned the Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Tabitha Gail Davis. Kiona Sherelle Goodwin. Heidi Elizabeth Higginbotham. Karen Joy Ballinger. Aaron Bomer. Andrew Carrington. Christina Crowder DePoyster. Jamie Lane Eskew. Denise L. Fort. Sarah N. Gitau. Arbin Charnay Harvey. Shannon Nicole Helmers. Bridget Elise Hutchinson. Rachel C. Johnson. Keaton James Lantrip. Anita Lay. Angie Bernice Leniger. Melissa Madeline Neves. Morgan Neal. Rebecca Jean Noel. Benta A. Odipo. Isaac Wayne Parrish. Martina Pavanich. Matthew Swatley. Eric Beckton. Lori Bidwell. Kelsey Jo Bozarth. R. Seth Brasher. Brianna Michelle Carpenter. Kelsey Selosky. Kana Lynn Chisholm. David Davis. Amber Denbo. Tram Duong. Anne Marie Estes. Landon Olivia Estes. Savannah Marie Ewing. Graham Harmon Gibson Jr. Madison Grandberry. Elizabeth Harmeyer. Patrice Ann Hollis Freest. Sema Gan. Janet Lynn Klein. Stephanie Nomail Lachey. Lucas D. Little. Allison Suzanne Miller. Katie Lynn Newsom. Tredacia Kiara Pendleton. Rachel Nicole Pence. Brandy Pruitt. Nina Elizabeth Raffle. Maria S. Rangel. Pamela from Renfrau. Kimberly Diane Sabin. Aaron M. Sailors, Rachel Leah Sharp, Shara Deanne Spano, Amanda Lauren Staggs, Haley West, Stephanie White, Lauren Michelle Adams, Allison Albanetti, Kiera Marquisha Atkins, Michaela Marie Baca, Lane Nicole Berliner, LaShonda Michelle Bolton, Jessica Lynn Boyuka, Courtney Alexis Brigance, Brooke Brown, Lindsay Alexandria Bryant, Kimberly Jo Burnett, Robin Marie Burnett, Angela Cherie Busby, Kelsey Brooke Carpenter, Bianca Cole, Heather Lauren Craig, Tiffany Hutt Elliott, Megan Lynn Essery, Savannah Gregory, Crystal Michelle Hatley, Maya Howard, Rachel Diane Humphrey, Ashley Elizabeth Johnson, Amber Nicole Lackey, Brittany Paige Lawrence, Deborah Lynn Leisure, Anne Ashley Lombas, Bethany Renee Lucky, Eman Mohammed, Chastity L. Norris, Alexa D. Padeos, Taylor Spalding Page, Elizabeth Sanders Patterson, Raquel Lourdes Polania, Audrey Jennings Ray, Shelby Renee Richardson, Tina Marie Rush, Donna Michelle Russell, Ashley Marche Sesson, Caitlin Elise Shirley, Kiana Soler, Brandy Lynn Strickland, Hassan S. Subo, Sarah Lynn Thompson, Jackie Michelle Wood.
These are the graduates who have earned a degree in the Kemmons Wilson School of Hospitality and Resort Management, Dr. Radesh Palakirthi, Director and Professor. The following candidates have earned the Bachelor of Arts degree: Caitlin Alexandria Wilson McNally, Brittany Rumsey, Ladarius Abston, Paige Chester, Desmond Bounds, Nathan Aaron Evans, Tamika Fields, Quentin Halliburton, Maria Love, Anna Elizabeth Palumbo, Ryan Snyder, Zishan Wang, Yi Yang. These are the graduates who have earned a degree in the Fogelman College of Business and Economics, Dr. Rajiv Grover, Dean. Anna Elizabeth Crabb, Student Marshal, Fogelman College of Business and Economics. Anna is receiving the Bachelor of Business Administration degree. The following candidates have earned the Customer-Driven Master of Business Administration degree: Rebecca Swanson Fowler, Ronald Ray Fulmer III, Emma Michelle Harbert, Emily Levings Hazen, Janina Roween Lair, Anthony Michael LaRocca, Nikhil Charam Mali, Colton Lewis Von Lanken. The following candidates have earned the International Master of Business Administration degree: Natalie Marie Bland. Aishish Goyal. Elizabeth Haywood Macklin. Aparna Saker. Rex Wafula City. Juan Wong. Amber Camille Wilson. Yuangmei Sheng. The following candidates have earned the Master of Arts degree in Economics. Jeffrey Morris Babin. Samuel Collins Fullerton. Elena Marie Sabatini. The following candidates have earned the Master of Business Administration degree. Gregory Matthew Bobich. Kelly Stuck Bobo. Cameron Anthony Burnett. Robert Busick. Matthew Lamont Carlton. Emily Chatham Epperson. Elizabeth Marie Henry. Kanisha Kavidya. Anupam Lahiri. Keme Liao. Samuel David Mashburn. Jerry Lamont McKenzie. Eustacia Menkins. Matthew K. Monteith. Philip Lowell Peters. Alexandra Petronovich. Petronovich. I'm sorry. Justin Allen Rogers. Tamira Nicole Rumpf. Braden Alexander Russell. Aman Sanchev. Suchdev. I'm having a hard time. Sorry. Jessica E. Sanderford. Madhu Sundarajan. Shanika D. Thomas. Sandra White. Christopher D. Whitley. The following candidates have earned the Master of Science degree. Shruti Anandaro. Jeremy R. Asplund. Gary Whitney Beatty. Ahmed Mosba El-Asid Mahfouz. Justin Christopher Fava. Wilbur Franklin Fletcher Jr. Benjamin Edward Gardner. Lakshmi Aleka Garlapati. John Thomas Ginn. Lucas Brian Hooper. Jasmine J. Jackson. Sudhir Kilam. Do I need to slow down? Nagarjuna Kotapali. Jenny Ling. Jonathan James Lovelace. Hari Chand Reddy Mariada. Sarachandra K. Mulukutla. Skylar Jake Murray. Matthew Eugene Noah. Kinal Patel. Nigat Akbar Ruziman. Parul Sharma. Srividya Shashidhara. Amulya Virapaja Shankar. The following candidates have earned the Bachelor of Business Administration degree. Vincent M. Blow. Marissa Denica. Adijat Adaremi Dosumu. Evan Kelly. Teresa Mia McIver. Brandy Moore. Maria Luz Alejandro Pacaraja Gamara. Megan A. Rhodes. Matthew Aaron Stapp. Sloan Hanson Stock. Melanie Elizabeth Sutton. Bzai Tang. Julian Wolf, Farishta Alim, Caitlin Marie Brown, Oben Eugenia Christopher, Taylor L. Collier Jeffries, Baraz Kotardia, Callie Dalahite, Osama El Hamarna, Michael Joseph Ferreira Weed, Mary Edley Garcia, Joshua Gonzalez, Anna Harlan, Anthony Eugene Hennings, Amanda Higginbotham, Alex Dara Karimnia, Carrie Ann Kelly, Katie Lynn Laster, Maggie Lang, Michael R. McCaffrey, Joshua McDonald, Lashara Shanice Mickens, 2, Aniev Wen, Nugene Shanette Nugent, Vishal Patel, Elisa Pereira, Ganesha Onella Pickersgill, Daniel Pruitt, Logan Edward Romano, Bianca Renee Russell, Susanna Lee Smith, Joseph Timothy Tagg III, Kelvin Tran, Yelizaveta Timchenko, Cody H. Uskategi, Ashley Ann Wishnut, Samantha Nicole Williams, Guzman Urwan Youssef, Matthew Brad Bradsher, Max Y. Buttchang, Sarah Virginia Chappell, Zhuqing Chen, Stefan D. Jones, Donald Robert Coleman, Russell Simone Copeland Jr., Mitchell, let me say it properly, Russell Simone Copeland Jr. Thank you, Russell. Mitchell R. Desbians Jr., Katina Ferguson, Mose Martinia Frazier Jr., Cameron Grant, Margaret Henderson, Lacey Elizabeth Henson, Michael Allen Johnson, Mark Dominic Klashka, Janice W. Kruger, Roosevelt Jacques Lewis Jr., Michael Lesky, Wilson Linder, Anthony Christopher Long, Madison Shea Murray, Jesse Guzman Ocampo, Kendra A. Patterson, Gregory Neal Rohde II, Lillian Christine Rowe, Megan Bianca Rush, Jonathan Michael Russum, Khalid Selman, Chase McCall Smith, Brandon Lee Allen, Justice Anderson, Daniel Anderson Spencer, Susan J. Street, Justin Swanson, Anthony Wallace, Jonathan Allen Worden, Abdullah Abdi Abdullahi, Caleb Anthony, Brooke Ann Atsalis, Chad Avant, Andrew Sudeth Avery II, James Thomas Bailey, Tanya Latrice Baker, Tamika L. Barber, Kurt Andrew Barnett, Kimberly M. Bell, Misty Dawn Ballou, Mandy Michelle Bone, David Brian Bowen II, Lustella Villegas Bowen, Brandy L. Boyd, Erica Braden, Shelby Lee Bradley, Travis John Brady, Ryan Alexander Bridges, Shannon Brock, Kyle Timothy Brooks, Brandon C. Brown, Laretha Burks, Grady Burson IV, Charles William Butcher III, Sharita V. Caldwell, Christopher Calix, Jeremy Campbell, George Barnes Chisholm II, Daniel Allen Klein Jr., Heather Renee Cook, Andrew James Cox IV, David Buck Crislip Jr., Stephen Douglas Crossland, Sierra Daniels, Bradley Harper Davis, Demetrius Tremaine Davis, Marissa Dedovich, Tori Deming, Sharita Rayshawn Donald, Gina Nicole Eaton, Amber Ellis, Juan Elanso Espinosa, Lauren M. Everett, Kenesha Chevelle Font, Adam Timothy Farron, Ciarne Courtney Nicole Fields, Alice L. Fletcher, Jeremy P. Frula, Robert Cuthbert Galloway IV, Ryan Paul Gammons, William A. Garavelli, Michael Gear, Jennifer Lynn Gentry, Mishka Gilbert Gurley, Philip Michael Granger, Caitlin Grant, Jonathan Raymond Griffin, Spencer Gherkin, Emily K. Ha, Shelby Danielle Harris, Frederick Bernard Harvey Jr., Tracy Allison Hatfield, Ashley Michelle Hoover, Melissa Yvette Howard, Christina Yvette Jackson, Tiffany T. Jackson, Deron Lamar Johnson, Kiara Johnson, Clarence Jones II, Jessica Monique Jones, Bilal Kamara, Jasmine Rashay Kelly, Derek W. Killebrew, Tony Lee Kim, Mark E. Kramer, Kurt Krager, James Lammy III, Robert Edward Laurie III, Dominique Ligon, Jermicia Lindsay, Mark Austin Loden, Greg LaShawn Long, Russell Allen Maxey, Brittany Deandra McGarity, Brianna Nicole McGrew, Stephen Tyler McHaney McBride, Dexter Anthony McKenzie Jr., Liu Yi Mei, Theron Eric Merritt, Ashley Sue Minks, Anisha Renee Monroe, Lakeisha Morrow, Courtney Lee Munoz, Corey O'Hara, Marielle Andrea Oyuela, Renita Yvette Page, Jonathan Arthur Paul, Stephen J. Penna, Taylor Andrew Pullen, Megan Louise Quinn, Warren Ransom, Charles Nicholas Scott Rapp, Benikia Desiree Richard, Zachary Daniel Rogers, Adrian Rayshawn Sanders, Matthew D. Schrader, Gregory Winter Sheehan, Edward Earl Smith, Robert James Smith, Stephanie Marie Smith, David Wayne Sparks, Christine M. Stovall, Lauren Ashley Sund, Natalie E. Terry, Cassandra Janine Thomas, Nicholas Ryan Thomas, Brian Ross Tipton, Demario Dwayne Toller, Bradford Milton Tony, Tree Tron, John Tyner, Skylar Ashay Tuggers, Kyla Wagner, Charnice LaJoy Warren, Gregory F. Weaver, Terry White, Luke Andrew Wilcox, Kyle W. Williams, Whitney Sinclair Williams, Kendrea R. Wright, Nicole Zeidler, Brittany K. Person, Jessica Kirk, Marie Lynette Witherspoon,
About 20. Okay. Okay. Let's go ahead and give our graduates one more round of applause. I'm sure that many of you noticed that we have a number of newly commissioned officers in the military that came across the stage today. If you're a newly commissioned officer, please stand so we can recognize and thank you for your service to our country. I'm sure that all of you will want to join me in expressing a genuine sense of gratitude to a very special group of people. For a number of semesters now, they have worked with you as you have pursued your educational goals. They have invested in your life. And as I ask this representative group of faculty and administrators to stand, please join me in a final warm recognition of the support they've provided over the years. Would the faculty please stand? The completion of an academic degree is never accomplished alone. Much appreciation and gratitude for support and encouragement is owed to those closest to us: our parents, our spouses, our siblings, significant others, children, and friends. Will those in the audience today that have supported our graduates please stand so that our graduates may recognize and thank you? Please stand. Thank you. In your seat, you will find a gift from our commencement office. It is a book called Life After School Explained. We hope you will find this book helpful. It also includes information on how to stay connected to your alumni and to your career service office, which can be incredibly helpful in the coming years. I would also like for all of our graduates to take out their phones and tweet or Facebook the hashtag MemphisGrad2015 and show everyone what you've accomplished and celebrate your remarkable success. Ladies and gentlemen, following the alma mater, students and guests are requested to remain in their seats for the recessional of the platform party and faculty. Please stand now and turn to page 78 of your program and join us as we sing our alma mater.
Stand firm, O alma mater, through all the years to come. In days of youth and beauty, thy halls have been our home. In time of preparation,